Okay. Anyway, I'm back. So the mental. Oh my God. Guys, this is basically Tee Sha, and welcome to my channel.
Hi.
And she said hi. So today I actually have something to talk about. Today I have not been vlogging, and it wasn't really because I didn't have anything to talk about. It was mostly because life. There was just so much stuff going on, and hey, just a lot going on, and so I just wasn't able to vlog. So today I want to talk about the power of saying no. So I've noticed here lately that like cliches have really formed our worlds. So any type of new cliche that is out, or any type of new saying that is out, it really molds our world into whatever it is to become, you know. So for an example, back around when COVID was really like we were really going through the ringer with COVID, a lot of people were saying the word, get your mental health, you know. Mental health was like a big issue for us, and no doubt that we were experiencing new things that we didn't know that we would ever have to experience before in our lives. And it was unprecedented because I have never in my life, besides having to go through an ice storm, which only lasted, it seemed like it lasted a week, but like looking back, it must have only lasted for about 2 or 3 days that we were without power. But I've never went 2 or 3 months just locked away in my house, not being able to touch people, not being able to reach out. I remember like in April, we were just so confined, and the kids hadn't seen their friends, and nobody wanted to see friends. Like I wanted to have like an outdoor 6 feet apart birthday party for the girls. Nobody wanted to do that at all. They didn't want to do that at all. So one of my friends called. She was like, do you want to meet me at the park? And I was like, sure, let's just meet at the park, because I'm tired of being in the house. I was just really tired of being in the house, and it was only us. It was me, my 5 children, my husband, my mom and daddy. That's all we saw. Okay, so the mental health situation really shaped our lives, even when we weren't like really facing it. Like honestly, I can be honest with you, when COVID happened, I needed a break. I really needed a break. I was tired of all the emails that were coming through. I was tired of, you need to bring this, you got to do that. I was tired of that. And these are things that you couldn't say no to, right? These are things that you have to do. So I needed that break. But when they started mentioning mental health a lot, I really had to evaluate myself and ask questions like, am I going through anything? Am I experiencing anything that could be detrimental to my life or to my well-being? So these were questions that I had to just ask myself. Like, you know, what am I experiencing that could be a problem? And then I just realized, you know, everybody doesn't go through the same thing. Just because it's cliche, because it's a saying that's going around, everybody's not experiencing. We may be experiencing dark moments, and that's life. Life is filled with ups and downs, right? Or I can give you another example of things that people say that just gets into your mind, and you feel like you need that to be a part of your life. Have you guys ever watched the restless leg syndrome commercials? and you never had restless legs, like your legs were not restless, well, as soon as they talked about restless legs, you started moving your legs uncontrollably. And they used to have these commercials that came on at night, usually like after the news or something like that, like back in the day when we didn't have streaming channels and things like that. The restless leg syndrome commercial came on at night, and every night I thought that I had restless leg syndrome, or the dry eye. Have you guys ever watched the dry eye commercials? Have you experienced dried eyes? Immediately, my eyes are just like dry. For what reason? What reason? But they're dry. Because it's a seed that is put in your head. So back to this little cliche about saying no. I know you guys have not lived your entire life saying yes to everything. And the reason why I say that is because there is a major deficit in volunteering. There are a lot of things that need to be volunteered, a lot of events that need to be volunteered, and we have a major deficit in volunteers for things, especially like in like churches, or especially in schools and stuff. When people are saying, well, they won't let me on the PTA or the PTO, honestly, it's like not a lot of people are really volunteering for these positions. So they're left open for the most part a lot. What was that? They're left open a lot. And so therefore, I just can't imagine people are being put in the position where they're saying yes to everything. I think really what the problem is that it's a cliche out to say, I'm gonna start saying no to things. People put me in situations where I have to say no. The thing probably is that they call on the same people all the time. And it's people out there that could really do the job that they never seek to call. You know, it's like every city has that one pastor that does everything, or that one church that does everything. Every city has 2 or 3 people in the community that lead up and head off everything. Every city has that, even the bigger cities. You know that when something's happening and it's going to be an event put on or something like that, they're always going to call that one person. If you're in your local church and you have volunteered to do things, and I know for myself as being a youth pastor, and when you need things for your youth, I remember I used to have these, I have a big imagination, period. So we would be putting on an event at church, or getting ready to put on an event at church, and they were like, okay, so we need this decorated. My mind would immediately think about how I need this up here, I need risers, I need boom, 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 and like that. And I would call this one person every time, like, girl, this is what we need right here. And of course I would help her as much as I could. We would get stuff together and we would have it done. We would get it done. But I would always call her, like, I need this. And maybe she was like, okay, I'm gonna probably start telling her no, I don't want to do that. But right to this day, she has a business, and that's what she does. She does these things. So maybe I have pushed her into that direction of being able to coordinate things, being able to, I don't know, you never know. So all the time, the no's don't mean a bad thing. Sometimes it can be pushing you in the direction that you need to go into. That people see, sometimes people see some things in you that you don't see in yourself. Like, for an example, being a public speaker or being a speaker, period, was something that was not necessarily on my radar. Growing up as a child, a lot of people used to say, well, she's very soft-spoken, she doesn't speak a lot, blah, 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 this, la, 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 da, da, da. Okay, that's what people would say about me. And so public speaking was not my strongest suit, but I could read. I could read very well, and once I would read out loud, people would say, you need to speak more. You get out there, you need to speak more. Decided that to be a part of my major. I majored in broadcast journalism. I spent my entire college career public speaking. Somebody volunteered me to read. I've been reading ever since. Okay? So sometimes it's not like necessarily a bad thing. And what if I had said no when somebody asked me what my life had have turned into a situation? I remember being in college, and I had already participated in pageants. And by this time, my mother had put me on a budget. She was like, okay, so you're going to do these pageants, you're going to start winning. So that because dresses and stuff, they cost thousands of dollars. And not only did you have to have dresses, you had dresses and shoes, and you had to have like swimwear, and you had to have interview outfits. And then if you won, you had to have all these suits and stuff that you needed to wear out to like interviews and parades and things of the sort. So I knew that I had just did a pageant, and I had a dress that, so by the time when you're in pageant season, you're gonna either recycle dresses or you're gonna keep going out and getting dresses. But at that time, it wasn't a priority for me to get, like, if I was gonna be in a local beauty review, it's not a priority to get a new dress. I'm just gonna recycle the dresses that I have in my closet, the ones that I've purchased, and if I don't have it, I just don't have it. Girls, y'all gotta start thinking that way. I ain't got it. So I was in a beauty review at my college. I had my advisor had asked me to represent, not the yearbook, because I was the editor of the yearbook, but my advisor had asked me to represent the newspaper staff in the beauty review. And I was like, oh, of course I would do that. This is a great opportunity. You get to rub elbows with people that you would probably ordinarily rub elbows with. I hate to change lanes in a curve. And stuff like that. So of course, I'm gonna say yes to the thing. So I ended up going to the interview and doing the beauty review. I placed top 10 or whatever, but I didn't go any further. Once you didn't go any further than top 10, they will do top 5. I didn't get top 5, so after top 10, I went home. As soon as I walked through the door, the young lady said, hey, they're having a pageant in the northern part of the state. Would you like to be a part of it? Because if you would like to be in it, I have you a sponsor for it. I was like, absolutely, I would like to be in it. Got up there, got the information. The people was like, okay, you're gonna be sponsored by whatever group just sponsors you by their name and probably an advertisement that they put in a souvenir booklet, but no other, they didn't buy your dress, they didn't pay for your gas that you had. During the week, I had to travel from my college to the place that we had the practices for the pageant. Of course, you had practices to walk on and blah 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 and whatever. I didn't really take it seriously. I just took it as an opportunity because it was a scholarship pageant. We all know if there's a scholarship involved and you're a girl, you're gonna run for that. So I did. I did the pageant. I won the pageant. In the audience was somebody else. As soon as I won the pageant, boom, somebody called me and was like, listen, I want you to do this, this, and this for me. Had I been in the spirit of saying no to things to further my career, then I wouldn't be talking to you guys right now. I probably would have been in a whole different situation. Probably would have married I don't know what I would have did, but I probably would have been in a whole different situation. Probably not being at this point right now. So don't always use no as a crutch. Sometimes no can be a hindrance to you. But in all, you have to think rationally and reasonably and responsibly about everything in life. Everything in life is not going to be a no, and everything in life is not going to be a yes. Some things need clear thoughts. You need to just sit down and say, it's kind of windy. I need to think rationally and reasonably about situations. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Call this girl talk today. I know it's going to be a part of my weekly vlog, but we're just going to put girl talk in there. I'm going to tell you why I was not able to film girl talk. Someone broke my tripod and I couldn't just prop y'all up in a corner and talk to you guys. I didn't want to bend over and do anything weird just to have a conversation with you guys. Sometimes you just need your stuff to do your stuff. So I wasn't able to do girl talk with you. So anyway, hope you guys take this as a girl talk. Let's talk back to each other. Tell me what you think about these cliches that's going around and how they're affecting your mental health. Not just cliches, but just words that people put out to us to just form our realities right now. I know things have shaped our thoughts. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you have not already, please subscribe to me. I have more fun things, and I'm going to take you guys on this quick little college trip that we're heading on right now. And I'll see you guys next time.
Is it a stink bug or
Oh,
a
where
roach?
did it go?
It's on Pierre's bed.
It's on Parker.
Oh no!
What is it?
It's right.
Where is it?
It's right there.
You see it?
It's right there.
You see it?
Oh no!
Why you say oh no? Did you see?
So
You
this
see it?
refrigerator and microwave need to
Did you
go
see
in.
it?
It's Keurig. It's lamb.
Did you
But we
see
got
it? It's still alive. Who the bug? Say it. Bug.
It's gonna stink in here.
Right. Say bug.
Keep it going.
It's gone.
You let minions
It's
know to
gone.
come get that.
Bug.
Here,
It's
Yeah.
gone. Well, Mama got it. Mama got it.
you in bed.
You got your key, Pete?
If you made it this far in the vlog, this is the Ole Miss Inn on the campus of the University of Mississippi. I hope that you guys enjoyed this particular vlog this week, and thank you so much for watching. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe to me, basically Tee Sha. I have weekly vlogs and then a weekly girl talk. See you guys next week.